Hey metalheads, you like tattoos? Of course you do. If you're in the Louisville, Kentucky area, come on over the bridge to Clarksville, Indiana, and get you some ink done at Ageless Art. If ink isn't your thing, they have a piercing studio as well. Visit agelessartclarksville.com to see some frequently asked questions, meet the staff. The shop is open Monday through Thursday, 12 to 8 p.m., Saturdays, 12 to 10 p.m., and Sundays, 12 to 6 p.m., all appointment-only spots. You can set up your appointments by phone at 812-283-1793 or email agelessarttattooandpiercing@gmail.com, and someone will get you set up for your first or your next tattoo or piercing. Hey metalheads, after going to a rager, what's your ultimate go-to? Mine is totally pizza. So when Overload is playing, or I'm promoting the Metal Forge live showcases, or the big goddamn metal show, I go to Pizza DoNisi. Pizza DoNisi is gourmet artisan pizza from right here in Louisville, Kentucky. It features things like the pizza of the month, the sandwiches, and also vegetarian and vegan options, which is so totally fucking cool for all of it's awesome pizza. You definitely want to go. Hey, and also from time to time they do cannolis. Oh, so fucking good. You know what they said, man? Leave the gun, take the cannoli. Yeah, just like that in Godfather. They're located right next to the Mag Bar at 1396 South 2nd Street. So either stop in or call in at 502-213-0488. They're open till midnight. The witching hour.
Heineken? Fuck that shit! Pabst Blue Ribbon!
Hey metalheads, you all hear me talk about Mag Bar all the time. It is the home to the Metal Forge live showcases and is an integral stop in the Ultimate Underground Metal Tour schedule. They obviously feature live music, but the Mag Bar also has daily specials like Pint and Slice Night on Tuesdays with Pizza DoNisi. But they also do Bring Your Own Vinyl on Thursdays with DJ Kent Jackson, and Finer Things Sundays. Located right next to Pizza DoNisi at 1398 South 2nd Street, open 3 p.m. to 4 a.m. 7 days a week. Get your asses out to the Mag Bar. Rock out. For 45 years in keeping Louisville weird, Electric Ladyland has been there for all your eccentricities. While they do offer the best smoking supplies out on the market today, there's a whole lot more to check out. From ashtrays and blacklight posters, to records, incense and burners, and items to stock your metaphysical supply. They are open from 10 to 10, 7 days a week. Located at 2325 Bardstown Road in Louisville, Kentucky, and at electricladyland420.com. Roll out. The year was 1979, and all the world was caught up in disco and Star Wars. But in Louisville, something was happening. A young entrepreneur named Ben had a vision to be the best record store in all of the city. Fast forward to 2023, and Better Days Records is still going strong. Still, after all these years, owned by the same guy. We have had some trips and falls along the way, but so does life, and Better Days is here to stay. With two awesome locations at 921 Barrett Avenue and at 2600 West Broadway, better days are surely in your future.
In a broken wasteland, come to my fire and place your blood and steel upon my pyre. Oh, this is the metal forge. 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 Metal forge. My furnace starts to glow with crimson coals. My hammer beating out.
What's going on, metalheads? Thank you all for tuning in to this week's episode of the Metal Forge. My name is Mark Jackson, and I am your host. This week, hey, it's the end of the month again, and you know what that means. It is the monthly album talk, but it's a little bit of a different episode this week because our partner in crime could not make it this month. Sean from Wise Blood Records will not be joining us this month. He will be, but it will be different. He's actually going to be piping in, you know, like doing the phone-in thing because he's just been so busy this month. And, you know, September seems to be like the September seems to be the new June for festivals, I think.
Oh my god, dude, it's ridiculous. Like,
oh, and speaking of which, Jason Gardner is here.
Oh yeah, hey everyone.
Yeah, for the people who knew that he was here on video well before the minute and a half that it took me to introduce him. Hello, Jason. Welcome back to the Metal Forge from the Heavy Metal Wasteland.
Yes. I'm here in my basement with my stuff.
Like Scourge. My stuff.
Yes.
So, I'm still looking for, speaking of which, names for skeletons, because everybody has to have a crew member on their deal, right? So, like, our mannequin that holds our Overload shirts and the Metal Forge shirts, his name is James, right? He's our like, total merch person, is James.
Right. Because
when nobody can watch the merch, he's there, you know? So the skeletons that I've acquired, they all need names.
Well, no, I didn't think on it. I mean,
it would be easy to be like Larry, Daryl, and Daryl.
Huey, Dewey, and Louie would be a good one.
Yeah, that would be. Huey, Dewey, and Louie, yeah, because I'm a DuckTales fan. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, that could be it.
I wonder if they ever thought Daisy rhymed with Huey, Dewey, and Louie. I always thought that was a weird, like, let's just call her Daisy. Like, that does not rhyme whatsoever with.
No, it doesn't.
It's like, I don't know, lazy writing. DuckTales, do better.
That's why it's lazy writing. Because lazy rhymes with Daisy.
Yeah. Could be, yeah. All right, well, we should jump back onto the main focus here.
Yes, because we're talking about albums this month. And what I was saying about Sean Frasier not being on, he's going to be in a segment here in just a bit.
Okay.
We're going to have him on here for that. And if he doesn't send it to me, guess what? I can just cut it out. And the video is just going to be the video. It's going to be raw and unedited.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, because that's what you get for being a Flamekeeper exclusive person here, you know.
Yeah, behind the scenes look of how little we really do.
Yeah, how little we really do and how really off the fucking seat of our pants that we fly.
Right. Well, you want to go first? You want me to go first?
So, yeah, let's go ahead and have you. You picked some really cool albums, one of which I did not get to listen to. The other, I got to listen to a couple of songs from.
Okay. All right. So my first one this month was the death metal band Tomb Mold. I don't know if you've heard of them or are privy to the controversy of theirs being pretty square looking on a Decibel cover. Like one guy has long hair, the other one has like short haircut with glasses. They don't look very metal. I think they're wearing like a white shirt or some shit. And people were in an uproar over it. I didn't really know that you had to have a uniform to be on a magazine, but apparently a lot of people are pissed off. But besides all of that, the album is really, really good. I mean, it's total death metal. It's a three-piece death metal band. The album's called Enduring Spirit. It's very prog, like think of like a Mastodon's Crack the Sky, but a death metal twist to it, really. I mean, not to say that the songs sound like Crack the Sky, but it's like very experimental in that vein. So I've been really listening to that, and it's probably not something that I would like go back to over and over and over and over, but it's pretty cool just to like change it up, from what I usually listen to, which is here lately a lot of power metal for some reason. I'm in a big power metal kick, so it's nice to have a little bit different flavor, during the day.
Definitely. Dude, I like the album cover to it. It is kind of weird for being like death, I guess.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, it's really kind of spacey though, and I kind of dig that.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Decibel cover right now just to refresh what the problem is. So the guy in the front has long hair, but he's wearing a white shirt. The dude on his left is clean shaving, short haircut with glasses. Looks like a nerd, basically. And the dude on the right is wearing a Resident Evil shirt, which he also has glasses, short hair, and a hipster beard. So there you go. If you base your metal on band looks, you're probably missing out. But if you don't really give a shit and think it's silly,
I mean,
then
that's so fucking stupid to me. Yeah. Like, dude, metal is not like that. It shouldn't be like that. It's the same fucking people that fucking bitched when other people fucking changed the way they look, and not to mention any names, it happens with everybody.
Right.
It does. I mean, it's like people bitched when fucking Kiss went back to makeup. Let's just say that. It was all about the music when they didn't have the fucking makeup.
This is true. So the next one is the new Graveyard album from Sweden. I remember I saw these guys open for, I don't remember who I saw open for now. Maybe Opeth. But anyway, it was a long time ago when I saw Opeth for the first time here in Asheville. So it had been probably 10 years at least. So they got a new one out called
Six.
Okay, yeah. I knew it was something simple. I was like, what is it?
Graveyard 6.
Okay. So yeah, Graveyard 6. More of the same. If you're familiar with this band, if not, they're like a pretty I'm not gonna say run of the mill, but pretty common sounding combination of doom blues. But they sound like they record analog because it's very 70s sounding.
Right.
Like the drums aren't really like up in your face like modern production. It's kind of like in the back, not too punchy, but just like there. It's clean singing, and again, like it's just like doom blues. And yeah, I mean, if you've heard any of their stuff, this sounds kind of like it, basically.
Yeah,
but if you haven't heard their stuff, you should start with the Hysinogen and Blues album. That was the first one I found them on. That was 2011, and every album's been really good, man. I enjoy all their stuff. So
yeah, I listened to Breathe In, Breathe Out the earlier.
Yeah, that's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, and like it blew me the fuck away, and I was just like seriously jamming, and like I made sure to listen to the song a couple of seconds into it, and I was like, wow, this is already really good. I like this. I wonder where it's going next. And as soon as I had saw it, because I was, listening to it in the room off of YouTube, I hit the playlist, so whatever came up next, and I was just like, it got me in the mood to want to listen to more. And that's a cool fucking thing to have with any album, in my opinion. By the time of recording this, I mean, by the time this is released, I've already bought it because it's a good album. Well, I mean, I do want to say that I do appreciate Nuclear for sending an advanced copy of this.
Yep. Yeah, man. Like I said, Hysinogen Blues is probably my favorite one, but they're all really good.
Right. I mean, it's kind of like Doomy and like ZZ Top and
Yeah, I mean, it's basically like doomy blues rock.
Yeah, I mean, there's a whole thing of like, this like, I hate the over genreification of music.
I still want to do an ale horn about that with you. I have thoughts on that, but yeah, we'll do that.
Like I said on a Facebook post, by the day we're recording this, I said I was like, I never thought that I would refer to a band as Appalachian hardcore. And
our band been described as Appalachian power doom. So yeah.
Dude, and it's like, and it's funny because, and then so many fucking people like were responding to it, and it was just like really fucking funny to me that like Joe from Shadebeast, he's like, I've referred to fucking so and so as fucking Appalachian Doom for the longest time, and I was Basque, yeah, and I was like, yeah, dude, that's fucking rad as shit. So definitely, man, like, yeah, they make me want to listen to more. So definitely have the endorsement for that. And they're on Nuclear, so.
Yeah, it's kind of like relaxing music, actually, for me, compared to, the power metal and stuff. Like, kind of intense at times, with the double bass and the constant double bass and the screeching vocals.
Dude,
it's kind of nice, just like kind of listen to something like mid-tempo. Yeah, it's nice to listen to something mid-tempo and just kind of, has a good groove. So.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, like I said, screamers like that for me. I can put them on and just lay back and groove. I mean, the Tomb Mold for me also, like the music-wise, is really kind of relaxing for me also. Right.
Because like I said, it's so experimental. It's just like, you can like listen to it and you pick up stuff, but you can either focus or not focus, but
dude,
still kind of like,
I'll tell you what though, there's an album that I really fucking like listening to, and it's just like, man, like it just puts me, I want to hear it in its entirety. Actually, it would be so fucking good to see it live done in its fucking entirety. Skullthor Ebonblade, that album would be so cool to see done in its entirety.
Well, you missed it. We did actually do that.
No, I give shit. So, obviously, by the day this is coming out here in a couple of weeks, we're going to be doing a show here in Louisville called The Big Goddamn Metal Show. And I'm going to tell you all about it right now. So,
yeah, here.
I promote everybody's shows on here, but like, I know I might like talk about everybody else's shows, but I'm fucking horrible about actually promoting the fucking Big Goddamn Metal Show. Yeah, we might talk about it from time to time, but let me tell you, it is 2 nights, 2 venues, Friday the 13th, Saturday the 14th of October. Friday the 13th is at 21st in Germantown with Halfcaster, Rifle, Kill the Crown, Storm Toker, Eulogy in Blood, and their first appearance in Kentucky, Throne of Iron. And then on Saturday the 14th at the Mag Bar, is night 2 of the Big Goddamn Metal Show with Mothrog, Promise of Plague, Misery Machina, Kerr, Baptized, Overload, and Detroit's own Snafu. So you all want to be there. It's $15 a night, $25 for the weekend in the fucking Forge Pass. Get your asses out there to the Big Goddamn Metal Show. Yeah. We will stand tall. We will triumph. Ruthless aggression. I like how we just go into the commercials now when we're just like, anytime the date gets brought up, it's like, hey, by the way, it's on this date.
Yeah. Hey, real quick before you go on, when you were talking about the Skullthor Ebonblade playthrough,
yeah,
I actually emailed the theater company down here after the album came out, and I actually ran it by them for us to play that in entirety and have actors playing while we played. Like, we would play on their stage and they would do a play around it, but it would be no words. It would just be us playing the music.
Yeah.
I never got a response, but I thought it would be a really cool idea. If they said yes, I would have been like, dude, this could be really cool. So there you go.
Here's the thing, and not to get on this fucking soapbox because it's not what the episode's about, and this is a deep dive subject for me. And you know, I guarantee that if you had people to do the thing, if you could write the play, which I mean, dude, you wrote the book.
Yeah,
I mean, you wrote the book.
It's basically like a manuscript with a cover on it.
Dude, that's good though. I mean, I would love to do something like that for us. But no, that's awesome. And we need to get you on the audio book. We need to get that on Audible. This is Audible. Come on, that was good. So we're going to check in with Sean now and see what Sean's albums are.
Hey everybody, this is Sean from Wise Blood Records. My 2 picks of the month are number 1, Flesher, Tales of Grotesque Demise. This is straight up meat and potatoes death metal. If you like Obituary, if you like Mortician, you're gonna love this. It's from Redefining Darkness, one of my favorite labels. They're kind of the black heart pumping blood to the corners of the Ohio death metal scene. So check out the rest of their roster, but start with this one, Flesher. I've been lucky to work with their drummer Dustin a lot, and their new bassist is Davey. He does a lot of the layout and design work for Wise Blood. So fantastic dudes, fantastic band, keeping it raw and nasty. So go check that one out. Number 2, Flurm, Botched Sacrifice. This is another album from an Indiana band, and I helped release some of their demos a couple years ago, and this album from Oris Apothecary is so sick, man. It's really fast, chaotic grind. There's a little bit of black thrash maybe in there, death grind. If it's fast and crazy, it's it has a place on this album, man. It is pure mayhem. I love it. Support Flurm. Go check out all their stuff too. Really rad dudes and a crazy energetic live performance. So those are my 2 picks of the month. This is Sean from Wise Blood. Thanks for having me on, Mark.
My 2 albums this month. A couple of Radius people here, and I say Radius people because they're kind of close in proximity to me. The first is Flesher, which is Tales of Grotesque Demise. And Flesher is gore-soaked death metal, as they call themselves. It's just great death, man. It's total fucking gore, nasty, fucking just straight up fucking like, bleh. And, you know, they've actually got some fucking cool vinyl that come out with it, like a magenta and yellow splatter. Kind of gives it like an orange fucking color. And I mean, it looks really fucking good. Even the album cover, it's got like a dead eye, like fucking pulling the flesh off of a fucking cloven and twine body.
That's pretty gnarly.
Yeah, I mean, it is gnarly shit. Total cool stuff, man. And they've played Metal Monday a couple of times, and I've wanted to get out and see them, but it's like every time I go, it's like, fuck, man, something's going on. And we're like recording an episode of the Metal Forge, or I've got an interview or something like that. So,
right,
you know, it's just one of those things, and it'll happen.
Yeah, this Flesher album is very 80s death metal inspired.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
You know, like Cannibal Corpse stuff had stuff like this too. You know, whereas like the really over the top gore stuff like that. You know. Oh yeah, for sure. And it is over the top gore, but it's just like there's almost like a comedy to it. Yeah, of course. You know, it's almost like Return of the Living Dead. You know, where it's like it's not meant to be
a serious film. You know, it's a cheeky, to me, Return is a cheeky comedy zombie film.
Yeah.
That's what that spawns to me. So my second album of the month, like I said, these were a couple of close ones. So my second album of the month is Stonecutters, Eye of the Skull.
Yep.
And everybody knows Stonecutters from Louisville, Kentucky. Brian Omer, Chris Loeffler, Johnny Woodridge, and Jace Raleigh. Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. I got the Stonecutters Horseburner Tour. Fucking hell yeah.
2017.
Dude, that's a great flyer. That's one thing that Brian has always done, is he's always had great flyers for shows and shit like that. Great tour flyers, all that shit, man. He's old school in that regard. You know, I think we share the same birthday, or we're right next to each other in birthdays or something. But yeah, like we're about 10 years apart. So, and it's pretty cool because, you know, we still share a lot of the same mentality on the way things should be done musically. You know, like that, man, that's not cool. You shouldn't have done that. And then things come up and it's like, well, you're probably right. I probably shouldn't have done that. But yeah, man, it's totally rad. Fucking, such a good album, actually, you know, which, like I said, it's called Eye of the Skull. It's 8 tracks. They did release Scowlers first, which was the single on it, and One of Us was the other song that they had released previous, but it came out on September. It was available on September 8th for CD and stuff like that at a couple of shows. But the official release date was September 15th. They had a release show at Headliners here in Louisville, Kentucky, which is a great fucking venue. They've got a balcony. Dude, I've seen some crazy fucking shows there.
Are they signed or independent still?
They're independent. It's Time is Truth Records. I don't know if that's Brian's imprint or not. But I know... that like that one was done on there. The previous album with this lineup, Creatio Ex Nihil, was done on Time is Truth, along with like the previous couple of albums of that. So we're talking like 2006, 2009, 2013 stuff. I know this was recorded it was a home recording. It was done through Chris Loeffler's home studio. Some awesome shit, dude. He is like really good at getting a good sound. He always has been. Tim Lehigh did the artwork on it. It's really cool artwork. I like it. It obviously you could tell it's the painting, but it's kind of got like the devil with the fucking it's like the devil skull. It's kind of weird with the fucking hourglass. Fucking time is not on our hands. It's slipping through them, right?
What do you think the 6 is down there in the right corner?
I'm sorry?
The 6 in the right corner. Do you see it? The VI?
No, I don't. Oh, yeah. I see it down there. Wow. Well, let's see.
And there's all those other symbols, too, on the right-hand bottom, on the right-hand side, too, next to it.
Because I believe it's the actual 6th album.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Because there's one called The Death of Me, but I think it's actually older. Yeah, that's the actual Death of Me is a re-release of Stonecutters 1.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So it's the actual 6th album. So it was Stonecutters, Christ Hammer, Creatio Ex Nihil, Blood Moon, Carved in Time, and Eye of the Skull. So I bet that's what it's for. That's pretty cool, though. I mean, I didn't even know. I'm looking for it, and I'm like, where is it? And it's like, oh, shit, it's right there. Next to the runes, if you look on the side next to the 6, it looks like there's runes in there, which is
that's what I was saying. Those symbols that are like going from top to bottom.
Yeah, that's Tim's signature, because if you look, it says 2023 down next to it.
Okay. Gotcha.
But yeah, like the stained glass in the background, and then it's like shattered on the other side where you can see like this weird like red solar system looking thing is fucking rad. Like, I love artwork like that also, like, when it comes to bands like that. But yeah, man, so, like, Scowler, Search for the Rest, fucking One of Us, Brittle Chains, Eye of the Skull, Worms Will Feast, Melting Moon, till the last blood drop. Dude, it's 25 minutes. It's exactly what it needs to be. You know, it's a great banger that, you know, I grew up in a place where it was a half hour to everywhere, it seemed like.
Yeah.
So putting on an album like this was perfect. So
yeah, the Tomb Mold album is actually only like 43 or 44 minutes. It's pretty short too. It's one vinyl, so
that's cool. I mean, see, that's what I think is what everybody in the game today has. Is they've got fucking awesome fucking one vinyl material because they fucking write to fucking the vinyl, you know?
Yeah, I mean, unless you're like a major label that can like do the two like vinyls for like 50 minutes or whatever, you pretty much got to write for one vinyl nowadays.
Yeah, which is 22 minutes per side.
Yeah, from 33.
And a 33 cut is 22 minutes a side. So yeah, I get that, and that's cool. You should do that. You should work to your medium, depending on CD. Fuck that. There's still people who write to CD length and put it out on vinyl, and it's garbage.
Yeah.
There does not need to be a 3-disc set for a 63-minute album.
Yeah, I agree.
But I digress. By the way, that's a great shirt you're wearing.
Yeah, it's I'm Mark Jackson's The Metal Forge shirt that I got in the mail from Mark Jackson himself.
Yes,
so,
yeah.
If you're interested in buying one of these, hit him up.
Yeah, and it was great packing material for the package that came in.
I don't remember it now. What was it?
The SM7B.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. The Metal Forge shirt was packing material for a nice microphone.
Yes, this one right here that you can only see the windscreen.
Yeah, right. So yeah, man, totally fucking rad times today. So do you have any shout outs you want to give out to anybody today?
Man, just if you're in Asheville, October 21st, we're playing a festival in Fletcher, which is like the next town over, airport area, called Day of Rock. It's us and a bunch of other bands that are not as heavy, but nonetheless, good in their own right. So
you all should play the heaviest stuff,
family friendly stuff like that. So come on out,
dude. You all should play all of the heaviest songs that you have.
We're playing I Destroyer. That should go over well. Also, Silent Assassin.
Warlords?
No Warlords this time. Yeah, we only have 40 minutes, so we kind of just cherry pick from all our releases that we have for sale. So playing Child of the Mountain, which we don't get to play too often because it's so long. And Gorgons, later Gorgon Queen.
Ooh.
Come see Crosstide. Crosstide, our mascot, and she's waiting to take your picture, turning into stone.
Oh yes. So let me ask you something on this. Do you all still play? Can you all play everything?
Almost. Ryan has actually never played one song on Skullthor, which was what song is that called? The Forge a Legend. He's never played that with us. And to be honest, Chad played bass on that album, and it's so fucking it's like almost like a freestyle jam on that bass line, because we kind of weren't very rehearsed on it, and he just came up with this amazing sounding stuff and doesn't even remember what he did.
Oh shit.
So we never play that one because it's almost impossible to teach. But other than that, everything else we could play. Mm-hmm.
Nice. See, I've always was prided on that for a long time.
Which is the Dreadmore's another one. We could play that with a little bit of practice. It's like 10 minutes. There's 17 parts. It's ridiculous. But I mean, it flows so good. So, and then of course, Steel and Stone, November 10th with Twisted Tower Dire, only NC appearance of the year, probably only one of the year. Children of the Reptile, only appearance in Asheville for the year. Oblivion Throne, local band here in town, kind of black and thrash. Overload, only appearance in Asheville for the year.
Maybe the only appearance in North Carolina this year.
Yeah, only appearance in North Carolina for the year. Temptations of Wings, of course. Hopefully with a new song. No promises yet.
Hopefully.
And then All Hell, opening it up. So,
yeah. When I'm going to go ahead and kill kayfabe here, which you ransacked me at the beginning of this to record a unsleeved special edition. Inside edition
right here. So if you're interested in see what's in this package, find the bonus unsleeved we just filmed, and links are there to go up to our Bandcamp and buy all this stuff. And thanks for what's this label called again? Terminus Hate City LLC. Thanks for the hookup. There's a lot of cool stuff in here, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and definitely to again, thanks to Nuclear.
I should say I will enjoy it because I haven't listened to anything in here yet, but I will enjoy it. But
yes.
I enjoyed looking at it and sharing it. It was a blast.
For sure. And again, shout out to and thank you to Nuclear Blast for doing the pre-release copy of Graveyard's 6th album. Fucking awesome shit. Thank you. And to all the other sponsors, that are coming on out and every day and shit like that, man. Thank you all so much. And thank you to all you listeners and Sean at Wise Blood for doing his segment. And hopefully next month, if you want to do this, if you want to be a part of this, shoot me a message, shoot Jason a message, metalforgeradio@gmail.com. I'll have anybody come on and, if you want to talk about your 2 favorite albums of the fucking month of October, let me know. We'll talk to you. We'll get it going. Yep. Right, Jason?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I've always envisioned this as like a local AM station at like 4 a.m, where just anything goes because nobody's listening.
Right.
So, I mean, like that. Not to say that nobody's listening, just that I like that vibe of like dudes who are so passionate they will get up and travel at 3 a.m. on a Sunday when nobody is listening to just go play songs that nobody's ever heard of to
whoever's going to be there. Because it's fucking, we're all road warriors to a degree. That's what it's about. We always talk about what's metal, what isn't being metal to you. And my art piece I want to do is that. I want to fucking ask everybody, what is being metal? What does metal mean to you? Fuck all of everything else. This is what this is to me. Because we all have our own definition for everything.
Yeah. It means being on decibel wearing a white shirt.
Yes, pissing people off. Pissing off your core fucking fan base who fucking still went out and bought your fucking album. And, and for what? Why do people get pissed off at that? Jesus Christ, it's stupid.
Everyone needs something to bitch about, dude. Yeah.
Right. So, you know what? I'm going to play out a Stonecutter's track today.
All right.
Because shout outs to Brian, and Metal Monday and all that shit. He's a cool dude. Thank you. I love the album. I've spun it a couple of times, so I dig it. I totally fucking dig it. And I'm going to go ahead and play the last song on the album today.
Cool.
This is... Do you have anything else you want to add before we go?
Nope, that was it.
Hell yeah. Well, flamekeeper.vip, steelandstonefest.com, metalforgeradio.com, the big goddamn metal show coming soon. This is from Stonecutters, Eye of the Skull. This is Till the Last Blood Drop. Yeah. Nice.
Hours to fight for truth. to do what is right till the last blood drop. Onward we fight.
Get ready for a night of face-melting metal, Friday, November 10th at the Odd in West Asheville. It is the return of the annual Steel and Stone Fest, featuring the only performance of the year from the North Carolina power metal legends, Twisted Tower Dire. The rest of the lineup includes metal bands from Asheville and surrounding areas. Children of the Reptile, Oblivion Throne, Overload, Temptation's Wings, and All Hell. $12 in advance, $15 at the door. First 50 people get a free comp CD. Doors are at 4, the music is at 7. For advance tickets, go to steelandstonefest.com. Be there. In 2017, one man's vision and passion for all things metal started out as a record store in his house. Years later, the fight against a mainstream empire continues as Shadebeast. An independent metal collective and online store based in Athens, Georgia, is the world's premier heavy metal brand for music heads that value authenticity over the mainstream acceptance. Featuring original t-shirts from some of the best underground artists, as well as stickers, posters from the Shadebeast Presents concert series. Unique, one-of-a-kind collectibles and small curated selection of vinyl and cassettes from the masters old and new. Visit shadebeast.com and enter promo code SithLord for free domestic shipping on your first order, whether you're a new customer or returning. And be sure to join the Shadebeast social groups on Facebook and the interwebs to keep up with the new release announcements and talk all things metal and Star Wars. You'll never find a more wretched hive of scum and filth.
Welcome to the night. You think you know Night Demon? Then the Night Demon Heavy Metal Podcast is for you. Step into the darkness as we peel back the curtain to give you an unprecedented, all-access look into the mind and the heart of the demon. We're talking band history, song analysis, studio anecdotes, stories from the road. It's everything a diehard Night Demon fan could want and more. This is the only place to learn the inside scoop, the deep dive trivia, the untold tales from the band members themselves and those closest to the Night Demon story. Need more? The sacred Night Demon Crypt will be pried open to reveal demo recordings that have never before seen the light of day, all with in-depth commentary by the band and the people who were there for the writing and recording process. This is a gold mine, a treasure trove of all things Night Demon. Head over to nightdemon.net or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Since 2013, there has been a calling from the underground, from the graves of all those unholy, and they decided to make a zine to talk about all of this. Soulgrinder Zine, an independent metal zine to keep you informed on all things metal and horror from the underground. Available in both print and digital formats, they're bringing you the best interviews and reviews out there today. Not only do they do the zine, but they also do compilation CDs. Check them out at facebook.com/soulgrinder.zine and start your subscription now.
Hey everybody, let me tell you about the new sponsor to the Metal Forge, Unchained Tapes. They're an independent Pennsylvania tape label. They focus on extreme metal and punk with a killer approach to the tape scene. Visit their web store at unchainedtapes.bigcartel.com now to get your fill of tapes. And for being a Metal Forge listener, enter the code METALFORGE10 at checkout to get a 10% discount on your total purchase. That's unchainedtapes.bigcartel.com.
What's up, Metal Forge fans? This is Alan Bishop, the alchemist of Indiana's Black Forest and head distiller at Spirits of French Lick. Do you find yourself drawn to the unexplained, fascinated by the Fortean, or enchanted by the paranormal? If the things that go bump in the night resonate in your mind, then tune into my brand new podcast, If You Have Ghosts, You Have Everything. Featuring first-hand accounts, collected stories, interviews, history, and speculation related to all things not of this world. Available now on Anchor, Spotify, Google, Amazon, and more. Set back, relax, and remember, if you have ghosts, you have everything.
Hey, let me tell you guys about Mercenary Press. They're an independent London label and distributor of all things metal. Mercenary Press delivers the goods from their own independent zine. Trust me, you're going to want to get in on that. To distributing various bands from all over the world, including Cramp from Spain and Sadistic Force from Texas. Visit mercenarypress.bigcartel.com to find out what all they have in stock and what you can order. And for Metal Forge listeners, enter code METALFORGE10 to receive a discount on your total purchase at mercenarypress.bigcartel.com. Check it out now.
Hey metalheads, it's with great pleasure I get to tell you guys about a new sponsor to the Metal Forge, Ageless Art, New Albany. After 20 years of owning and operating Ageless Art in Clarksville, Indiana, Phil Garrett had a vision for a new type of tattoo studio. Something that is clean and modern, sleek, refined, inviting. And he's done just that with Ageless Art in New Albany. You can find it at 2736 Charlestown Road, New Albany, Indiana, 47150. Business hours are Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Sundays are 12 to 6. All sessions are appointment only, so give them a call and go get you some new ink. Or if it's your first time, go get your first one, baby. Maxwell's House of Music in Jeffersonville, Indiana is the premier 12,500 square foot music superstore that has served both southern Indiana and Louisville, Kentucky metro area for over 4 decades. Originally founded by Marvin and Beverly Maxwell in the 70s, this gym remains a Maxwell family-owned business. Mark Maxwell, along with his business partner Whitney McNichol, continued the reputation as being the national resource for all things music.
In 2022, the iconic Guitar Emporium of Louisville relocated to Maxwell's Music, creating the largest independently owned showroom in the region. The retail offerings at Maxwell's Music includes a huge selection of guitars, basses, amplifiers, effects pedals, modeling amps, keyboards, drums, banjos, mandolins, ukuleles, sound systems, stage lighting equipment, and accessories. The music education program at Maxwell's is second to none. From private instrument and voice lessons to DJ, EDM, recording, songwriting, and music theory, to rock school, weekend warriors, and Maxwell's Music Lab, there is something for every age and every ability level.
Down in Repairland, guitar and instrument repairs and refurbishment are taken care of by the Maxwell's team of expert guitar technicians and luthiers. They also do appraisals of instruments as well. Maxwell's offers installations for professional audio, visual, and lighting systems for schools, churches, clubs, VFWs, funeral homes, sports fields, and so much more. There's also rentable space at Maxwell's, from the music practice and rehearsal rooms for the individuals and bands, all the way to a meeting space and concert venue that seats up to 120. That also includes a professional audio, visual, and lighting system and a sound booth. Maxwell's has it all. All this plus an original functioning 1947 recording booth to make your own record. Go to the Guitar Hero throne, to the very own Elvis statue, and don't forget the Harmony Green Pocket Park. There's a reason the Maxwell's House of Music in Jeffersonville, Indiana has been recognized by the National Association of Music Merchants as a #1 award-winning best store design, as well as top 100 music store year after year. You gotta see it to believe it. Maxwell's House of Music in Jeffersonville, Indiana.